Hey everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Lola, the Nigerian girl with an international taste bud. Yes, today we're making this delicious apple crumble. It's a very easy and simple dessert you can make in your house, and my whole aim is to show you that all those sophisticated dishes you go out to restaurants to buy can be made in the comfort of your home. And you'll be seeing a lot of that on the channel. We'll be diving into different cuisines to try out different recipes, and I'm sure you guys will like it. So for this apple crumble, these are the ingredients that you will need. Of course, you need apples for an apple crumble, and I'm just showing you here that you can use any kind of apple you have. Here I'm using one red and the remaining are green. And then we'll need some ground cinnamon, some sugar, and some flour. Now these are the ingredients for the filling, for the apple crumble filling. Need apples, cinnamon, sugar, and flour. So now I'm just using this vegetable peeler to peel the apples. It's so much easier than using a knife, but use whatever you have to peel your apples. And yeah, we're gonna just peel everything before we start chopping. If you are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Please consider subscribing, and if you like this video, make sure you push that like button. If you're an oldie, you know I love you. Thank you so much for coming back. Also leave a comment below and like the video if you liked it. So yeah, we're just peeling apples, and let me tell you guys a little bit about my background in cooking. So I've always loved cooking from a child. I think I started cooking from when I was 7 years old, and I used to make like the dog food, like rice and just bones and meats and season it. And I used to take it really seriously because of how much I just loved being in the kitchen. And then I ended up making like my first meal. I think it was egusi soup. One time my mom traveled, my dad allowed me cook, and I made egusi soup for the farm. And I think I was like 8 or something then. So cooking and me are one. Yes, I've had like 2 different food blogs. I have a food page on Instagram, separate from my personal page, which I'm still debating whether to collapse into my personal Instagram or not. So yeah, I'm still thinking about that. I don't know. I'm not sure how to go about that. But yeah, that page is called The Girl Just Loves to Cook. That's just to tell you how much I really like to cook. And my style of cooking is, I love my Nigerian meals. Obviously, that's what I grew up eating for the most part. But I want to try out cuisines from meals from other cuisines, from other countries. I love Indian food. I love Asian food. Asian food is actually my favorite cuisine, just from all over the place. And I really want to, do all that practical on this channel. Okay, let me just tell you about this. So I have a buttered baking foil here that I'm going to be putting all my diced apples into. You can see it's well buttered. All my diced apples are going in there because it's going to bake in there. Now, if you have a baking dish, like the ceramic ones or the glass ones that are oven safe, please use that, because that would give you the best result. But I'm just trying to show you here that you can definitely make use of whatever you have. And that's the beauty of cooking. It doesn't have to be perfect like they do in restaurants, on TV and all that. We can always use what we have to create those delicious recipes. So now we have all our apples laid out in our buttered foil, and then I'm adding my sugar. We're still making the filling, by the way. This is the filling of our apple crumble. We have the apples, we have our sugar. Now we're adding our cinnamon. And then our flour. Now the flour is just going to help thicken the juices that the apples will release. Some people don't add flour because they like their crumble to be really juicy, but I'm kind of indifferent, especially because today I'm going to be using ice cream with my crumble, so I know the ice cream is going to kind of melt and create like a sauce. So that's part of why I'm adding the flour, so that the juices the apple releases can thicken. But you can definitely leave the flour out if you really want the juice from the apples to be present in your crumble. And yeah, a crumble is just like baked fruit with a crispy topping. So you can definitely use any fruits. You can use apricots, you can use berries, you can use, I'm not sure you can use citruses by themselves except they're with something else. But yeah, you can just try out different fruits. So now we're making the topping. And for a classic crumble topping, what you need is your flour, your butter, and your sugar. Those are the 3 ingredients for a classic crumble topping. So here I'm just using cold butter. Your butter has to be cold, and I'm cutting it into the flour. This is actually margarine, not butter. So if you have butter, use it. If you have margarine, use it. But I'm using margarine here. So I'm going to be rubbing the margarine into the flour until I have tiny balls of margarine all distributed through the flour. I want it to be like breadcrumbs, just keep working that butter or margarine into the flour until you have like a crumbly flour. So yeah, if you're learning something, give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, if you guys are learning something and you think this is something you can create in your house, give this video a thumbs up. So we're just working butter into the flour, like I said. And let me continue telling you guys my whole cooking story. So yeah, like I was saying, I really love trying different cuisines. I have some recipes that I've tried, and I consistently make even right now in my home, that are even on my blog and on my food page on Instagram, that I'm going to really be recreating for you guys here on YouTube. And you guys should just anticipate. Yes, if you're one of those people with wandering taste buds like me that want to try everything, but some of those things in the restaurants could be outrageous and you can really make them for affordable prices in your home, yeah, get ready, because we're gonna be doing that together. Okay, so yeah, that's what we want our crumb to look like. So I just added some sugar, and now I'm adding some oats. The oats are optional, but I like to have that versatility in the texture. So I'm adding some oats and some sliced almonds. Those 2 things are optional, like I said. And I'm just going to mix them up. So they're just going to give my crumble, another level of flavor. And yeah, but you can definitely leave them out if you don't have them, or if you don't want to go out of your way to buy that. So now we're just going to put the crumble on top of the apples. So just make sure you distribute it evenly as much as possible. And yeah, so my oven is already preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius, and we're going to be baking this for about 30 to 40 minutes. So our crumb just came out of the oven. You can see the top is all browned up. So what happened was I baked the crumble for 30 minutes, and then I turned on my broiler, the broiler setting of my oven. That's the fire that is up top, just to brown up and crisp up the crumble a little bit more. So you can see that the edges of my crumble look, brown. They were a little bit burnt, but not so burnt that they became bitter. The reason it's looking really brown like that is because of the cinnamon. But it did burn a little bit on the edges, but not so much that the thing became bitter. But if you use a baking dish or like a heavy baking pan, not a foil, that's not going to happen. But it was just the edges. The inside of it was, very nice, and you'll see what I mean when I serve myself some. Oh my gosh, you guys, make sure you serve this. Can you see what I mean? Make sure you serve this while it's still warm, so that your ice cream will just melt over it. And if you had to get on with doing other things while it cooled down, just microwave it a little bit to warm up, and then serve yourself some ice cream with it. The ice cream will just melt into it and make that creamy juice, and it's just delicious, really delicious. If you're still watching at this point, leave me some hearts in the comments below, and if you've learned something, give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.